weapons. Perfect. This is it. So, okay, let me go to Stats Hybrid. For DPS, we're still at 166. So I'm only going to use 166 skill points. 199.166. So I need 33 left over. Cool. We'll go full crits and stuff. So as a hybrid, I want to technically split my points into precision and might. So, but I'm probably going to spec more into might than precision, because my bread and butter in hybrid is still technically that. It's still going to be, I'm still relying more heavily on my dots than my weapons. My weapons are just there to just do extra stuff. Yeah, I'm on test server. So what I will do, I can't probably even use 100. We'll see what we can get. Yeah, because for my hybrid spec, I want to just unload my dots, and then I'll just use my weapon attacks to do that damage. Now, of course, the professional DPS players out there will just figure out their own methodology for doing it, and in order to increase the perfect damage. Awesome. I can tell you now, if you're looking for like the top end-all, be-all, end of loadouts, I am not that streamer. I am not that player. I am finding loadouts that I can use that are having fun. My life is not dedicated around being #1 DPS. If I get it, great. If I don't, it's not the end of the world, and I'm not going to go cry and curse at the devs for making a bad game. Oh, that's not me. Well, using more precision than might, that's a way to go. And again, it's all about testing, because if my dots are doing better damage than what I can do for my weapons, then it'll work. But I can also see what my damage output is for weapons, and if it's almost a little better or almost on par with my dots, then I can also switch it back and see what happens. So, alright, so I'm using... Oh, I'm actually wearing the wrong gear. Am I? Oh, that's right, I'm not wearing my weapon. Which I don't have. Ah, crap. Uno momento, po. Honestly, I probably just need to grab a random weapon. See what happens. Take me to 166? It does. Sweet. Alright. So, the way I know how I do my testing is I'm at CR 166. And so I'm only going to use 166 skill points. Just going to use it. Sorry, one sec. So, of course, I can use all 190 of my skill points, but in reality of a player being 166, it's going to be highly unlikely that they're going to have anything above 160 or maybe even 150. But, so I want to try and show you guys what damage output looks like at that CR with that amount of skill points. But I also need to, like, put power back in my generator and stuff. That's right, FU Sidekick. And I don't like using that. Alright. Woo. compound soda, please. Just really is getting rid of some stuff. I need nuns of yous. Cool. Oh, neat. Nothing says love. Bleh. Less things I have to carry around in my bag. Neatness. Alright. And I'm not going to worry about supply drop or anything. I'm actually not happy with that at all. I'll put it in here. But under protest. What was the other thing I always carried around? Backup. Yeah, it was backup. Oh. Rarely use trinkets anyways. Alrighty. Okay. Oh, so need to actually get back on my specs. So stat points are good. Yes. Super speed. Okay. Oh yeah, I also want to take a look and actually make a loadout with iconic powers and see how that runs out. Okay, so what did I use for this loadout again? What did I use? Well, first things first, I remember using Arc Lightning. That was a no duh. I used Arc. I did use... that's right. Stack Push. Circuit Breaker was all the way at the back because that's where supercharges belong. So I use Arc Lightning to electrify and then Stack Push to polarize. Then I use Electrocute and Electrostack Bomb. There's one other that I always messed around. No. Voltaic Bolt, that's what it was. Yeah, that was my big effing gripe with Voltaic Bolt because they decreased the cooldown to 3 seconds from 12 and made the dots a lot faster. They basically made a spammy 300 high power cost ability and it pissed me off. With it being 300 power cost, that bitch should have been at 12 seconds and done. It should have just. That was a huge gripe for me. Those dicks. That's okay because Electrocute's 12 seconds. Electrostack Bomb even still was 3 seconds, and I was fine with that. But man, Voltaic Bolt, that really, God, it stung me hell. Because I don't want to spam it. I'd never want to spam it, and I don't either. And because it was so spammy like it is, I just wanted to take it out. I just wanted to take it out so bad. But we shall see. I definitely liked my polarized layout that I played around with. I really liked it. Shockwave was fun. Shockwave was fun to spam. Ooh, there's actually also Overcharge I could probably do. Overload your target with an electric discharge, damage unit, additional attacks will... Yeah. Especially in a hybrid, using this would actually be really, would be really smart. But for now, we shall see what we can do. And again, these are high power cost abilities. But we're going to see how well it works with using hybrid, where I can use my weapons to regen my power. Because again, what I want to do, unload my dots, use weapons until the cooldowns are done, and then go on back. Oh, no. We're open to HQ. We're gonna go over to the sparring targets and test it out, and then we're gonna go. I'm gonna go run over to Felix Faust and Artemis, my two favorite people in the world, and go play with them. But yeah, seriously, Voltaic bolt change. I hated that change so much. Well, of course, you know, when it comes to this community, the loudest person who can fart from their mouth, that's who the developers can listen to. Alright. Oh, good. Already in my combat log. Okay. So, set the PIs. Oop. Just really right at this moment, just getting used to everything. It's been a while since I've actually played this. All right. Because also gotta remember what Voltaic, how Voltaic bolt worked again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Yeah, that was the thing. Voltaic bolt still has a 12-second dot, but with a 3-second cooldown. Why? Why? So we can refresh it. Who the fuck cares? Just refresh it when it's off of cooldown. Ugh. Ugh. Why even bother? I'm literally just complaining to the wind at this point. Because my visual timer is when Electrocute's off of cooldown, I restart my rotation. Which, of course, I could always... And by the time my 12 Electrocute is back off of cooldown, I'm already basically at full power, so I can do whatever the hell I want to. Because also Electrostatic Bomb is actually only 3 dots, if I remember. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So, I mean, I can essentially spam... do a weapon combo, and then here comes Electrostatic Bomb. Alright, so let's go into it. Huh, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that was over 30 seconds. There it is. Yeah, 90. Ouch. Ugh. Alright. I messed up my timing because I was thinking, this should be high enough. But apparently it was not. Like, there's thousands of other sparring targets. Why you gotta come to the one I'm on? Gripe. It's just a gripe. Just a gripe. Alright. So basically what I did was I unloaded my loadout, like I do. And then I just did a simple weapon combo with bow, which bow is probably not the best weapon, but I like bow. So, using bow's flurry shot, and then I just spammed Electrostatic Bomb. It's a 3-second cooldown with 3 ticks of damage. Even with it being high, it's done. So, and it worked out, and then I just used my Soder to basically almost re-kick the rotation all over once again. And at the second rotation, spamming Electrostatic Bomb was actually quite a lot. Was a little faster. Was a little faster. Let's see if I can get that going again. What was that number? Just gonna write. I mean, I'm hoping I can actually do a lot better than that because, again, numbers were flying so much. I thought I missed the window. All right. Electrostatic bomb, electrocute. Flurry shot, electrostatic bomb. Oop, wrong one. Still worked though. Now also remember when it comes to your weapon. Oh, there it is. Oh, well, that's a better number for my eyes at least. Funny cat, funny Raph, funny. The 3-second cooldown isn't bad. It does 3/6 of damage. It's 3-second cooldown. Completely understandable. Completely legit. Voltaic bolt, 3-second cooldown. 12-second dot? You fucking kidding me? It just annoys me that it's I'm so Voltaic bolt does significant damage on impact, and then it does dots. We're basically using Voltaic bolt to just impact dots. Oh wait, 3 seconds are up. Impact again, override the dots. We're overriding damage with just a bigger impact. It's either give me Voltaic bolt, a big impact with a 3-second cooldown, or give me Voltaic bolt with a 12-second cooldown, big impact and 12 dots. Make it where I don't need to feel like I need to spam it, because if it's on a 3-second cooldown, I'm gonna fucking spam it. It's just how I'm wired. It's like, oh, it's off a cooldown, use it. But every time you do the big impact and then refresh the dots, I feel like you're missing out on damage because you're losing that amount of damage. Now again, the impact might actually be more significant than those 11 seconds of dots. I haven't looked at the numbers. So if I should rather spend my time spamming Voltaic bolt every 3 seconds and not Electrostatic bolt, well, we have to figure it out. Alright, so 147. I like that number. I like that number a lot. Okay. Clear shots. So you're up. Ooh. I wonder where I'm at. You know what? It was probably that extra stack bomb I shouldn't have done. And that was 114. That was a 1. Yeah, 114. Yeah. I definitely feel like I messed that up. As soon as Electrocute is off of cooldown, I need to go ahead and reboot the rotation. I just got greedy and wanted to throw in another bomb. Alright, let's try this again. Wrong move, but okay. That was 136. That's a little better. Still a little low. I feel like my crits are probably a little lower too. Hey, Machete. By the time I get to Electrocute, what's that? 1, 2, 3. It's about 4 seconds off. So I'm actually still losing damage because I'm not. It's not refreshing properly. Okay. All right. Yeah, see, 4 seconds right there. By the time this is now going. All right. 134. Still on target with what happened last time. All right. Well, technically. Let me switch. Yeah. So let's start Electrocute. With Electrocute being a longer cooldown, it really needs to be closer to the front. And that basically I can make these kind of like Spamish-esque. Especially with Static Push and Electrostatic Bomb kind of being together. Like, these two go hand in hand. So as soon as this PI is already on, I should already go ahead and be starting to use this. This is definitely going to change my timing up a bit. Oh, god darn it. There. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, because then Voltaic Bolt still uses Electrify as well. Okay. So set up this. Ooh, definitely feeling the power outage there. Right. So the 137 is kind of being the normal, is being the norm now. Okay. So another thing when especially using your weapon, the longer the weapon combo, the more damage it does, and also the more power you get back. So I'm kind of using Flurry Shot to be my actual. Well, one I really like Flurry Shot as well, but it's kind of the longer of the cooldowns or the longer animations. But also, I haven't done weapon testing in quite a long time. So let's try this one more time. Still haven't gotten back into the 147, but I think that was just because I really got into some good crits. We'll see. I might just do long draw. I might do arrow storm the entire time. That might be fun. All right. It also might be I'm just using my soda at the wrong time. $146. A booyah. That makes me a little happier. So using my soda, need to change it up a bit. It's still getting clunky because I'm using my soda as soon as I hit, as soon as I recast Arc Lightning, and I feel it's just messing up my rotation going into Electrocute because now I'm wasting that PI time. So as soon as Electrocute is off of cooldown, I just need to go ahead and pop my soda and then start off with Arc Lightning and go into it. Let's see. Right here. Yeah. 137 again. I'm losing a little bit of power right there at the tip end. That's a variable I need to fix, and that's most likely my fault. Because, like I said, I'm the electrified dots. Well, actually, it might work better now in a mastery, in power mastery. Actually, no, still kind of still won't. You still have to add in a little bit of pulse. Because with electrified, you're just basically you're setting up all your dots, and your dots are doing all the damage. And in power mastery, if you set up all your dots like this and just do it, all you're really doing is spamming electrostatic bomb. And electrostatic bomb, as a high power cost, you can't spam that. You just can't. I'm able to spam it here because I have a way to regen the power that is a little better. In Power Mastery, it might be doable now, but I honestly doubt it. Spamming a high power cost is never what you want to do, and I hate that I'm doing it. But goddamn it, it's 3-second cooldown. I really have no choice. But I'm also using my weapon to regen. That's helped me out with that. Power Mastery might be able to provide that assistance to make it better, and I have to test that. But right now, I see a polarized loadout for play from the tray and electrified for hybrid. Because, again, put all your dots on and just do weapon attacks. And then, once your dots are done, recast them and weapon attacks again. I had to stop at the number crunching. Rage number crunching broke me. I was done with it. Right now, I'm just seeing how this loadout works with me, and see if I can pump out that 140s numbers again. All right, so let's do it. Yep, and there I am, super low. Well, it's definitely, I feel like it's definitely crits at that point. But I got to the 147 again. Yeah, hitting the Soda Cola before I cast Arc of Lightning again helps out, is definitely helping out. Right, let's see if we can knock that out one more time, and then I'm gonna go do Felix Faust and see what it looks like in actual combat, because I love doing Felix Faust. Ugh. Yeah, 133 again. Darn it. Replaced with Electrogenesis and Wired. I'm not using Wired. It's at this point, again, it's my personal preference. And again, if you're looking for something like looking for the best be all end all of loadouts, I'm not that guy. I'm finding something that I rather have much more fun with, and I really don't want to use Wired. It probably would pump out my DPS because I am using my weapons a lot more, especially towards the tail end. But I just I rather have Wired specifically for that. Electrogenesis, I ran it before. I wasn't happy with the damage it did before, but I mean, like I said, it's been some long transitions, and it might have gotten hopefully a lot better. I just was not happy with it. I do like Tesla Blast. No, Ball. Tesla Ball. Oh god, Tesla Ball was so fun. That was another thing. Electrogenesis didn't use the PI. And I was a little upset by that. But Tesla Ball, that was the shit that was the shit right there. I like using Tesla Ball. That was actually one of the ones I definitely used all the time in the loadout when I first started testing. Well, I have I have it there, Circuit Breaker, to actually use, but I'm just trying to get used to a loadout before I actually bring that in. Because well, actually no, without the supercharged generator, I can still use a supercharge, but it's just not going to regen as fast. And that's the reason why I had Stag Push, was because it was a supercharged generator. That's why I had Stag Push and E-Bomb in there, because it kind of flowed very well. And I liked it. Tesla Ball does good damage. The split was always weird, but I did like it. I think that might have gotten nerfed though back then, a couple of revamps ago. And Overcharge was another one I really like to use, and works because, oh man, Overcharge, I remember I was talking with Brother Allen about it. It was just too unpredictable. I don't even know if the damage even got better. I just honestly don't know. But I mean, I'm looking at Electrified, so... Oh, my bad. Wrong. I didn't want to do that. And again, I mean, I'm all about testing different loadouts and seeing what works and what doesn't. And this is all on Sparring Target, so it's, of course, looking very easy. When you're actually in a real-world setting, that's a whole different slew of everything. Whole different. And that's why I'd rather be out there in the world, but I'm actually trying to look and see what numbers look like. Because I'm trying to look professional. Oh, also, I'm not a clipper. So, I mean, I clip by accident sometimes, but Using wire just to do clipping, that's also another thing I'm not really wanting to do. Again, there's a lot of other players out there who can do that, and more power to them. I rather just not. But just unload my loadout and then just go. And Electrogenesis is actually a 12-seconder. So it'll probably be best to put that first. Because Electrogenesis... Oh, that's right. Electrogenesis has a 1-second animation. And within that well, not even an animation. You cast Electrogenesis, and by the time your animation, you're ready to go. And by the time you even hit Arc Lightning, the enemy is like, oh, I'm getting hit. And your rotation finally starts off. So starting off with Electrogenesis is actually very good. That's right. I can't change in here. No, I can't. I always forget that part. So weird of them to do. So let's actually do that. Move Tesla Ball here. And we'll move everyone down. So Electro, and then all the electrified PI. And then by the time this is over with, my PI has already say, hey, refresh me, and go with this. Alright. Also helps I have now hit 2 targets. How about that? And I refresh when Tesla Ball is back. Oop. As my damage continues to go. So 146. 146. Now what's really good about this loadout is we replaced a 200. Actually, let me even double check. So we have a 200, 200, 1 300, 1 300, and another 200. I replaced a 200 with a 200, but then I dropped a 300 to a 200. So, and even then, like the rotating the solder into it was actually kind of still finagle. I wasn't comfortable with it. Because, yeah, so when I had to refill when I used my solder, I was right here. I just casted Electrocute and soldered and then used Voltaic Bolt. Using it right there kind of ruined my flow a bit. So I need to try and make sure I use it at least before Electrogenesis. Or even so, use it after Electrogenesis. I didn't try to change anything. There should be no servers offline. All live and test servers should be up and running. Alright, let's see what we can do once again. I probably used the solder too early. Oh, hell. As all that goes on. Never mind. 150. Shit! Oh, that's neat. And that time I did... Well, how much damage I actually just kept going. I didn't fail. I fed the hamster before I left work. Hand to God. Okay, I didn't feed the hamster. The fuck did I feed? I don't know. But I'm pretty sure if I look at the calendar, it's not my turn to feed the hamsters. I'm 50% sure. 50% sure. Can you explain how we will get easy XP, or easy skill points? Complete your feats. On your feat listing here. Oh, hot. Not that, that's renown. Feats. This. All these, complete them. Complete all of them. Player versus player, you're not really going to do very well. Unless you do like duels a lot. But everything else, do them. Do them all. Exploration's the easiest one. Solos are easy. R&D not so much. But duos, yay. Alerts, yay. Your episodes of self, do them all. Complete feats, get feat points, get skill points. Well, every 100 feat points you get a skill point. Alright, I want to try and go for 158 again. Booyah! I can do that rotation. Soder. I feel like I lost like half a second maybe. And this time a 161. Sweet. So I got higher. And again, I used my soder to a point where it got me completely full and maybe like a little over it a bit. It wasn't where I had like a smidgen of power empty. It was like at 50%, I used my soda and I'm back to 100%. Probably shouldn't have done it, but I did. And I went with it. And I think it works out for the. And I think it worked out for the best. And again, this is all without having a controller. This is just me using my soda. I could have also dropped my supply drop and we could see what happened there too. But I'm just using my soda to regen, just to see how this rotation really works out. With a controller beside me, it would definitely be different. Because at that point, I might bring back, like, oh, I need my electrostatic bomb back. I need high power abilities. I love Tesla Ball. I flowed right into the Electrocute cooldown where it was kind of... Oh, my bad. Oh shit, it's Aaron. Aaron, put the masks away. Put your calculators away. Aaron's here. Hey Aaron. Hi there. Looking good. It's like, put the protractor away. Put the protractor. There's no mats going on here. We're just hanging around. Just word. Homie. Oh, I'm such a horrible black guy. Alright, it's 157 that time. Alright, last time, and let's see what we can do. A little extra second above it. Don't lose me now. Alright, so that was a 151. Okay. Now we're going back down. Poop.